Watermarking, protecting intellectual property and sensitive data. Watermarking is a form of steganography wherein it is actually possible for a person or an application developer to hide secret text or secret symbols or secret characters inside an audio, video, image, or a regular file. This secret data is then later used to ensure authenticity and security of the data. In other words, watermarking is often used to detect pilferage, piracy, or illegal stealing of intellectual property or sensitive files from an organization or an individual. Let me give you an example which will make things a little bit more clear. Now, what happens is, say for example, you are an application developer, you have created a software, and you don't actually want anybody to steal that software and claim that that software is theirs. So what you can do is you can actually embed a secret watermark inside that particular software. Now, once you have done that, if somebody were to steal that software and maybe take it to some other country, and they maybe present that software at a conference and claim that the software has been developed by them, then all you need to do is you can actually analyze that particular software for that particular watermark that you had embedded inside it. And if you see that watermark, that proves that it is indeed your software that has been stolen. Now let me give you a more complicated and more dangerous scenario. Say some of the big software companies in the world, what they do is they actually create mass commercial software, and if they want to find out, or if they want to discover whether a particular employee is stealing some programming code or stealing some applications and then selling it to a competitor, then all that they need to do is that software organization needs to insert watermarks into the application or watermarks into the programming code, such that if an employee were to actually steal that code and sell it to a competitor, the company will automatically know that this code is theirs and has actually been stolen. Not only that, it is actually possible for an organization to insert unique watermarks for each employee. So now what happens is, if say for example, some programming code gets stolen. Now what if there are 3 or 4 people who had access to the programming code? And if you want to actually find out who is the exact culprit, who is the exact person from within those 3 or 4 individuals who originally had access to the programming code, then it is possible for you to insert unique watermarks, and by analyzing that programming code or analyzing the stolen application, you can easily determine the exact person or the exact identity of the person who had stolen that data from you. Similarly, in the music industry, what a lot of music companies or record labels nowadays do is, whenever they release the music online, it could be in the Apple store online or the iTunes store. So what they do is they can actually insert sort of watermarks, and they can actually find out or detect where the pilferage or where the data gets stolen from, what is the source of theft. And once they are able to actually find that out, they can take the necessary legal action against the culprits involved. So watermarking is a great, absolutely amazing technique that allows developers or intellectual property owners to detect pilferage, detect thefts, and actually even find out what the source and medium of the theft really is.